Hey everyone, you ready to dive in? Today we are going deep on generative AI.
Which, by the way, isn't just about AI analyzing data.
Right, it can create stuff too, like art, music, even videos from what I've heard. It's wild.
It uses what it learns from existing data to generate something totally new.
So we've got a ton to unpack here. We've got research papers, articles, opinions from experts.
Definitely a lot to get into.
So, first things first, what is generative AI?
Well, think of it like this. We can train AI in different ways to be good at different things. Some AI models, like GPT, are wordsmiths.
So they're like writing novels and screenplays?
Kind of. They excel at generating human-like text, like how ChatGPT can hold a conversation.
Oh, okay, I see. Different AI, different skills. What else is out there?
You've got AI that's more of a visual artist. DLE, for example, can create images from descriptions. And there are others using something called diffusion models that are like architects, possibly designing buildings one day.
Designing buildings, that sounds like something out of the Jetsons or something.
Well, it's not that far off, actually. You can feed these models information, even just a description, and they can generate a pretty detailed visual representation.
So they're already doing that.
Yeah, it's being used for construction projects.
Mm-hmm.
They could even create different design options.
Wow, so you basically have an AI architect on your computer. That's incredible. You mentioned ChatGPT earlier. That thing's everywhere these days.
It really is.
Are there other areas where generative AI is already having a big impact? I read something about entertainment.
Yeah, media and entertainment is a huge one. Companies are using it to personalize content.
Like so.
Well, they can tailor content to different platforms, even to specific people.
So instead of one message for everyone, you could have AI create like a bunch of different versions, all fine-tuned for a specific audience.
Precisely. And research shows that companies using generative AI are keeping their customers more engaged than those who aren't.
Which makes sense. Give people what they want and they'll stick around. But doesn't that create some challenges too? Like if everything is super personalized, how do we know what's real?
That's a really important question. As AI becomes more sophisticated, so do the challenges that come along with it. One of the biggest issues is authenticity, ensuring content can be verified as, well, authentic.
So you need a way to prove that the news article you're reading wasn't just written by an AI? Exactly.
So how do you do that?
That's where we get into some really interesting solutions, like provenance tracking, which is like a digital chain of custody for content.
Okay, I'll be honest. Provenance tracking sounds complicated.
It is complicated, but think of it this way. It's like a digital watermark that lets us trace content back to its source.
So you can tell if it's the real deal or if it's like AI generated.
Exactly. As generative AI evolves, these solutions are going to be critical for combating misinformation especially. We need to be able to trust the information we're consuming.
You're preaching to the choir. It feels impossible to know what to trust sometimes, even without AI in the mix. But it's not just fake news, right?
Right. There are a lot of ethical considerations with generative AI.
Like what?
Well, we have to talk about the impact on jobs. Okay, yeah. Robots coming for our jobs. That's always a fun topic.
It's not quite as dramatic as all that. Economists use the term skill-biased technological change.
Kitschy. What does that mean?
Basically, it suggests that AI might automate certain tasks within jobs, but not necessarily entire jobs themselves.
So it's not about being replaced, but about learning new skills.
Exactly. It's about figuring out how to work alongside AI, not against it.
This is already a lot to process.
Oh, we're just getting started.
I'm already feeling a little overwhelmed, and we haven't even gotten to the education part yet.
Which is next. Buckle up.
Okay, let's do it. We'll be right back after a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
So before the break, we were talking about personalized content.
Right, like instead of getting the same ads as everyone else.
It's the same idea with education.
Oh.
Imagine, like, AI could tailor lessons to your learning style.
Huh, that's interesting.
Need more time on one topic, AI adjusts. Grasping things quickly. Okay, here's some more advanced stuff.
It's like having your own personal AI tutor, kind of.
Exactly. This was a big topic at that AI summit I mentioned, the one at Stanford.
Right.
Even before, ChatGPT was everywhere, people were saying, this could change how we teach.
Yeah, that personalized learning is a game changer. But what about creativity?
What do you mean?
Well, we talked about AI and jobs, but can it actually help people be more creative, or is it just going to replace them?
It's a good question. There are definitely some who worry about AI replacing human jobs.
Totally.
But others, they see AI more as a tool.
Okay, I like that better.
Like, imagine a musician. They could use AI to help come up with different melodies.
Huh, like a digital jam session?
Or a writer brainstorming plot ideas with an AI, things of that.
So instead of being scared of AI, creatives could use it as, like, a partner.
Exactly. We need new ways to even think about this stuff. It's not just, will robots take our jobs? But how does AI change what it means to be creative?
I like that. It's not just doom and gloom, there's opportunity here.
And we might see totally new art forms come out of this. Human imagination plus what AI can do.
Like how photography changed painting, right? Didn't kill it, just made something new.
Exactly. That's a great comparison. So we've talked about a lot. Personalized content, how education might change, even the future of art.
It's a lot. And this generative AI thing, it's moving so fast. What's next?
Well, there's one development in particular that everyone's talking about.
Uh-oh, what is it?
It's this new model from OpenAI. They're calling it O1 Preview for now.
Oh, one preview. Okay.
And it's supposed to be way more powerful than anything that came before it.
More powerful, how?
Well, it's designed to understand really complex information, like on a whole other level.
Whoa, okay.
Some people are saying it could help us solve problems we haven't been able to crack on our own.
Like what? Give me an example.
Well, it could be anything. New scientific discoveries, crazy complex art, you name it.
So it's like the ultimate brainstorming partner times a million.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But, and this is a big but,
There's always a but.
some experts are saying, hey, we need to slow down.
Really?
This O1 preview. It's powerful, maybe too powerful too fast.
Okay, now you're making me nervous.
We need to make sure we're developing these AIs responsibly. Ethics, transparency, that's got to be part of this.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Just because we can doesn't mean we should,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It's not just about can we make a more powerful AI, but should we, and if so, how?
So we've got this amazing new tool, but we need to figure out the rules of the game before someone gets hurt.
And those rules, they matter more than ever with AI this advanced. It's not like the old days.
So O1 preview, it's promising, a little scary, and who knows what it'll do. What else is new? So much cool stuff happening, but yeah, that responsibility thing keeps coming up. What else is new out there in the generative AI world?
Well, we've talked about text, images, even music. But generative AI, it can go even further.
Further, what, like AI writing poetry now?
That too. But I was thinking more about data visualization, some really interesting research happening there.
Data visualization. So like instead of those boring charts and graphs, AI can make data look cool.
It's more than just looking cool. It's about making data easier to understand. Imagine taking all those numbers, all those spreadsheets, and turning them into 3D models, or even spatial representations.
Okay, that does sound kind of cool. Like in those crime shows where they're looking at a 3D model of the crime scene instead of just photos.
Exactly. It could change how we see information entirely. Financial markets, scientific research, even our everyday decisions could be influenced by this.
Wow, so we've got personalized entertainment, we've got AI that might revolutionize education, and now it's going to help us understand data in a whole new way.
And we're only just scratching the surface. But as amazing as all of this is, we have to remember one crucial thing.
Don't tell me, let me guess. Responsibility.
Bingo. Generative AI, at its core, it's a tool. It's up to us to decide how to use it.
So, like we were talking about with O1 Preview, we got to make sure this powerful AI is used for good, not for, evil.
That's a simple way to put it, yeah. It's not just about good intentions, though. It's about carefully considering the potential consequences of what we create. It's about ethics, transparency, accountability, making sure AI benefits everyone, not just a select few.
A lot to think about, but kind of exciting too. I mean, who knows what the future holds?
That's the beauty of it, right? Generative AI is full of possibilities, but those possibilities, they come with responsibility.
Well said. So, to everyone listening, you heard it here first. Generative AI is changing everything, and it's up to all of us to make sure those changes are for the better.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
This has been an awesome deep dive. Thanks for joining us as we explored the world of generative AI.